Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Monday, the 28th of April 2025. So Bitcoin extends gains as Fed pulls Biden era guidance on banks' crypto dealings amid a sudden resurgence in net inflows into BTC and the ETFs. And the other news is stocks mixed amid strong Google earnings while trade uncertainty lingers. Well, that's going to go on, isn't it, for the next 70 odd days or more. And in other news, this week it's the non-farm payroll numbers. So we kick off with the JOLTS tomorrow. We've got the ADP on, is it Thursday? Oh no, it's Wednesday. And then we've got the non-farm payrolls. If we just move this up on Friday, we should have the non-farm payrolls. That's going to be the biggest thing of the week. The trade stuff obviously is sort of in the background, but it's also on hold, isn't it, with this 90-day postponement by Trump, which is an absolute pain. But there you go. Like I said before, I suspect by the time we get to the end of all of this, we'll go back to how we were, apart from his beef that he's got with China at the moment. So yeah, not a lot to report, quite a quiet day on Friday, but let's have a look at it and kick off with the Dow. So on Friday, you can see very narrow range and overnight to the market, just back below the psychological area of 40,000. It needs to get above this and all of these pink lines of resistance, including the 50 EMA, the 200 MA as well, and just above there in order to head anywhere near back to the all-time high. In Friday's session, again, the sort of open of the market sees selling coming into the market, but then recovering. Overnight, the market's below the DP at the moment, so it might be a bit of weakness as we kick off with this morning's trade. And in the German DAX, making great progress back to the all-time highs as well. So let's just have a look at where we are on a fib basis, and you'll see that we're through the 38.50, 62, and heading towards 78.89, and then on to the all-time high. And it's amazing, isn't it? This market's a basket case, but yet the market continues to move higher. The economy's dire, and yet we see the DAX moving to the upside there. In fact, just out of curiosity, let's just have a look, see how much the market has actually moved up so far since the Trump tariffs. It's actually managed to pull back 3,552 points, all-time highs on the cards there. Just a matter of time. We've got plenty of time as well, because like I say, there's probably about another 70 days yet to go before he's supposed to impose these tariffs, before he pulled back on the whole thing a couple of weeks ago. It's just utter madness, but there you go. So there you go, you see the market moving higher. There's a few red bars in between, but there's more green than there are red. Already above the DP and heading towards the high of Friday there already. So yeah, no problem there. And in the S&P 500, stalling at the 50 EMA during Friday. Again, narrow day, narrow range. Markets are just calming down from the recent turmoil, and there you can see sideways and then moving back. It needs to get back above the DP in order to move higher. And in the UK, Rachel from accounts will be happy, as this market's also managed to rally back there as well. So if we go to the recent high to here, you'll see that we're at 78% as well, so, and above the 200 MA as well. That's all you need. So markets moving back to the upside and heading towards the all-time high once more. Not so sure about American markets making new all-time highs, but European markets seem quite happy at the moment to continue to move higher. 30-minute chart there, sideways, very choppy, but sideways in a 50-point range. And in the US dollar, the market starting to turn over a bit during over the overnight market, and also Friday coming off its high. So a bit of weakness coming back into the US dollar there. And in the metals, kicking off with silver, market down on Friday, sideways there. Expect a lot of days now sideways for silver, if not sideways to lower as well, as everything's gone quiet on the news front with regards to this. 30-minute chart, you can see they've managed to move the market down to Friday's low as well, trying to come back now, but lunchtime smackdowns will continue as they always have done. Just look at Friday, that's the Friday smackdown, well and truly taken care of. Not expecting too much on the downside, but the market not expecting much on the upside either. It's being held back and just stuck in a range. Gold trying to consolidate there a bit, so it will do. This one is the one that's likely to move, not the silver price, as we'll see the gold-silver ratio back over 100 shortly. 30-minute chart there of gold. You can see the market finding buyers and overnight before moving back to the upside there as well. So have a look at the gold-silver ratio. And there you see we've been moving up for the last couple of days. Bit of red overnight, but don't be surprised. Oh, we're actually back over 100 already. So yeah, back over 100 gold-silver ratio. Expect this to continue to move back to the upside as well, because silver's not going to be allowed to move higher. But gold will be once it's finished its consolidation and more buying comes in. So you can expect this to go back and fill the gap. That's why I'm saying it, because the markets like to fill the gaps, and we've got a gap. So expect more on the gold-silver ratio to the upside there. Right, let's have a quick look at the trades from Friday. So Friday we started off with the markets looking a lot more calmer, and then we had a bit of news out, and then of course bank holiday for Italy is the grey vertical line there, and then we kicked off from the open, moving to the upside. Very choppy, 100-point range straight off. There we consolidated, and then we started to move to the upside, which you can see there. A nice few points on the upside. Let me just move this back a bit, going through it a bit too quickly. So you can see there 52 points, and then the market coming back with selling. And then we had another buy signal. It was a sell signal first, but it wasn't filled. And then followed by another buy signal, with prices moving up once more, back up towards the highs where it wants to go. I stopped out too soon on this one, but then the market moving up to the high, third time lucky, as more profits taken there. So a nice morning of trade there. You can see just going up to the high and stopping as prices then pull back. So not too bad for a Friday morning, and then prices sideways. A bit of a spike there. But as we go through the market becoming quieter, bit of a spike down there and then back. Then into the afternoon, fairly quiet. As I said, in the Dow and the S&P, very quiet, considering what we've had of late. So we started off with a sell, but we've got support to the left. So the market then finding support and moving back to give a loss in the afternoon. And then back down, staying above the 200 MA, and another buy signal there just for a quick scalp to try and grab a few points back. And then into the evening, the market just trading sideways to higher, following the Dow back after the initial sell-off. And finally, in the overnight market, heading back towards the highs. That's going to be the first thing to be achieved this morning, as prices move back to the upside. So there you can see the high, and price is already above the 200 MA as well, and the DP, which is a positive note for this market. Okay, that's it really. We're heading into May as well. The usual thing of sell in May, go away. So things becoming a lot quieter, unless Trump brings out a bit of a blindsided statement. Otherwise, expect volatility to drop significantly and the markets to become quiet going forward, unfortunately. But that's the way it is generally in May as well. Okay, that's it for this one. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.